when you choke on a sip of water, you failed at drinking and breathing. The two most basic and important activities in all of life.
Hey, I do that a lot, Jeff. Don't make fun of me.
Meanwhile, on this segment, we fail at thinking and just existing.
And talking too sometimes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All of that's way harder than we had ever realized, because it's What's on Your Mind, where we highlight all of our life fails for your listening pleasure, starting with #FailGoals, Brooke Fox.
There we
Brooke,
go.
what's on your mind?
Well, I can't believe this, but we dropped my daughter off at camp this week, and it was so much harder than I expected.
Harder.
What-
Like
Oh.
emotionally.
Oh, my
What type of
God.
camp? Like a day camp or a sleepaway
It's
camp?
a sleepaway camp,
Aw.
and the pathetic part of it is, it's only 3 nights. It's not even like
Brooke, like a 2-week camp.
we are going 2 full days without seeing her. That's it. Like, we drop her off, she goes 2 full days, and then we pick her up on the 3rd day. I'm like,
You're a
what
nerd.
is my problem?
Your best friend is your child.
Oh my
I can
God.
only imagine what the other families dropping their kids off are thinking when they see you guys just in a ball of tears.
Yeah. My beautiful children. Hug mama. Come here.
I didn't think it was going to be like that. And so we get back into the car to leave with our son, you
Yeah.
know, 'cause he's jealous. He doesn't get to stay.
Aw.
And I'm like, I turned around, I'm like, I am so sorry, honey, that you're not going to be able to go to college or get married or ever move out of the house again
Yeah.
because mommy can't take it.
Yeah, you're not going to camp either.
How many
No.
drive-bys at the camp have you done since, Brooke?
Yeah.
I feel like
That's the funny thing. It's only 20 minutes from work.
Oh,
honestly,
okay.
You're like,
It's not even
they can listen to you on the radio right now. You're fine.
So I hope she's having fun.
Nora.
She probably is.
She's having a great time.
Yeah.
Jose, what's been on your mind?
So there's this one girl that I reconnected with recently, and we decided to hang out. And she told me like weeks ago that she lives like 45 minutes away.
Okay.
But I completely forgot that little tiny fact.
Yeah,
That's
sounds
important.
about right for you.
Yeah. So the day of the date comes, and she asks, like, "Hey, are you cool? Like, if I have some drinks? Like, I don't drink, but I'm like, oh yeah, of course, you can have some drinks
Oh,
if you
that's
want."
nice of her to check in with you
Yeah, of
first.
course. And I'm like, let me buy you, like, what's your favorite? And she's like, I love strawberry White Claws. So I get the White Claws, and then she sends me a screenshot of what her Uber's gonna cost.
Oh,
And I'm the gentleman. I'm been adamant, like, if you want to Uber, that's fine.
See, you're putting yourself into a bad position when you
Yeah.
constantly want to come across as the gentleman. Just let them
Well,
take their own
no,
ride
I
home.
like to take care of a lady. She's gonna take time out of her
Okay.
day, whatever. She sends me the
Okay.
screenshot. It's $175
Oh.
one way.
Oh,
Whoa.
Right. So I said, hey, are you sure you don't want to drive? Because I can get you a parking pass in my garage. And she's adamant, like, no, I really want to Uber. I have to work tomorrow.
Oh.
So what do I do?
Oh.
You paid
I
it?
pay. I'm like,
Oh,
here's
God.
the Venmo.
Why
Here
don't you
you go.
just drive and meet her at her
All right.
place?
So then
Yeah.
she could, because she doesn't live alone and she wanted to
Oh.
come to my place. I have my own
Okay.
place. So then she
Oh, no.
comes over and I'm like, here's your White Claws. She drinks
Oh, God.
half of one can of White Claw.
Well,
too
she doesn't
strong
have
for
a
her.
problem.
And no, totally. And then we hang out, we have a great night, and then she has to go home. So I pay another $175 to get her Uber
Why
home.
couldn't she have driven?
And I'm out all this money, and then I add the next day, and I make a funny comment. I'm like, I still can't believe you only drank a half a White Claw after all that. And she's like, oh yeah, I pre-funked at my house first.
Oh.
And I'm
Oh.
like,
What?
that's why she had to Uber. She didn't want to drive because she was and so her pre-funk cost me over $300.
Wow.
dude.
Dude,
She has to learn you could have like taken her somewhere really nice with that amount of
she's probably telling her friends I'm talking to the richest guy ever.
But all we did was go to his house.
Yeah.
Alexis, what's been on your mind?
Okay, I've said it like a million times. I feel like, but for anybody who doesn't know, I ran track in college, okay?
Yeah.
And now I'm just a hobby jogger. I just run
Hobby
for
jogger.
fun. But lately, I've had an issue where I'm getting really, really competitive against strangers out there.
No, Alexis.
Yes. And specifically, like, the closer they are to my age, just the more competitive I get.
Well, that's good. I'm glad you're not
Yeah.
beating down the senior
Well, it is.
citizens on
It's
the
all
running
of them.
trail.
I mean,
Yeah.
Or like the 7-year-old.
No, I'm not against anybody, but I'm just saying.
Okay.
Like,
Anyone can get it.
so the other day I'm running,
Yeah.
and then I come across like a guy my age in front of me, and I'm like, okay, I'm starting racing him in my head. So my first mile, I go out like 6:20, okay?
Whoa.
And I was a runner, but it's still really fast for me to like
That's really good.
hold the pace because I'm trying to go a few miles.
Yeah.
So then I make it a little longer, and then now I'm around 8 minutes. Okay, after I pass him,
Oh,
we do it,
yeah,
and then I'm like,
okay.
all right, I need to take a break.
Oh no.
But he's behind me, so I can't
Uh-oh.
hide.
Yeah.
So I'm
You
now
can't show weakness.
so I had to find a hiding spot off to the side. And I had to go veer off the trail and sit and hide on my phone till I saw him, eventually come up and go past me so I could turn around.
Why do I feel like this is how your actual competitions in college went? That you went and found a place to hide till the race was over.
Oh, trust me. Cross country's easier to hide than track.
Yeah, a lot of
It works there.
woodsy areas.
Yeah. All right, Jeffrey, what's on your mind?
So the other day I got an email from corporate
Uh-oh.
that was flagged as high importance.
Okay.
And it was
what's
from
it?
our human resources vice president.
Oh, yeah.
Not of our station, of the whole company.
Wait,
Yeah.
did you read it?
Oh, I did.
Wow.
But before I opened it, I was like, oh my God, do they have cameras in the bathroom here? Because I'm going to have to explain myself now.
I don't think that's allowed, Jeff.
But the email said, in a recent audit, we noticed you do not have an emergency contact on record.
I got that email too.
You did too?
Yeah.
And they were like, having
I
an
got no
emergency contact on file is of vital importance to the
Yeah.
company.
I was
In the
like,
event
come on.
something happens to you and we need to let someone know about the situation, you must update this information immediately or suffer disciplinary action.
Yeah,
Yeah, I didn't do it. Did you do it?
I did it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they got you.
Dude,
Yeah.
I don't need the company knowing any more of my business, all right?
They're not going to call anybody if we need help.
No,
If we need help, I'm relying on one of you in this room to know to call Michael.
I was scared by the disciplinary action threat, so I
God.
stopped everything I was doing.
Come on,
I went and
Dad.
filled it out, and now Ashton, our digital director,
Wait,
you
what?
are my emergency
Oh,
contact.
Why?
If
He's your ice?
If anything terrible happens to me in the studio or on the
Ashton.
job, corporate will be calling you,
Uh-huh.
asking if they should pull the plug on me in the hospital, and I want you to do it. Do not let me live that way,
Ask
okay,
on
Ashton?
camera right
I
now.
don't want to
Yeah.
survive that.
Wow.
All right, DNR, got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. So I'm up to date. Your turn.
I think that was a good choice. You
Do
want
we
to be
all?
mine too,
Yeah,
Ashton?
me too.
None of you guys are getting resuscitated. That is what I'm deciding.
Just the way we like it.
Wait a minute, Ashton, I wasn't even sick.
That was What's on Our Minds. Text in 78592. Tell us what's been on yours. It's Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.